Hey there, welcome. My name is Johnny Caruso, and today I had something very important that I wanted to share with you. Um, I know that there's so much stuff floating around on the internet, even on YouTube, about like the law of attraction and the secret and all this spiritual stuff. Um, I've been watching a lot of these videos, and it kind of doesn't really tell you how to use it, how to implement the law of attraction into your life. And I am a huge fanatic when it comes to that because I know 100%, I don't care if you believe it or not, I know 100% that it works. Okay? And it took me about 2 years to like really grasp exactly how to make it work. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm just another one of those spiritual like hippies or anything, okay? Because I'm not. I'm actually a realist, okay? And I work my butt off all the time. I really do. I work my butt off, and I get results through working, working hard. But you know what? That's not what I'm going to tell you today. It's not what I want to tell you. What I really want to tell you is that the law of attraction is a real thing, okay? And if you understand how to use it, then you can take it out into the real world. Doesn't matter what you're doing, okay? And you can change everything in your life. And I mean that 100%, that you can change everything. When I say everything, I mean like your life is going to do a 360 as soon as you make this attempt, okay? So what I really advise you to do is I'd really advise you to start really looking into the law of attraction, watch The Secret, listen to what they're telling you in The Secret, okay? And this is why I wanted to make this video personally, is that The Secret is what I personally used to start like implementing it and start using it. But they never teach you what happens in between starting from nothing and then gaining success. They don't teach you what happens in between. Okay, they just show you the beginning and end results, and they tell you how to use it. I want to be very specific, and I want to be detailed in telling you the exact steps that I've taken, okay, to actually make results. So, first things first, okay? What is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is the attractive magnetic power of the universe that attracts like things to like things, okay? It means that whatever you are, okay, you're going to attract more of what you are. So that's why they tell you all the time, you become who you surround yourself with. I do believe that, and I don't believe that, because you can make a clear and conscious decision that you do not want to become the people you surround yourself with. But this is the difference. If you do surround yourself with like-minded individuals like yourself, okay, and you want to be, say, an entrepreneur, it would be wise of you to start hanging around with entrepreneurs. In fact, if you start becoming an entrepreneur, right, and you really want to be around them, say you don't know any, okay, you want to be around entrepreneurs, you need to step into that realm of becoming an entrepreneur and acting like an entrepreneur, okay? Because all these connections will just start coming out of nowhere. It actually happened with me. When I first started getting into like my web business, I really wanted to attract connections into my life, and I was just one of those people that had no connections whatsoever. I had nothing. You know what? The more that I started becoming the entrepreneur that I wanted to be, okay, the more that I started acting like an entrepreneur that I've seen before, okay, starting to become that business savvy person. All of a sudden, it's like it happened out of nowhere. These random people just started coming through my life. I started going to these random events, like completely random, these events. And to be honest with you, the very first event that I went to, I made about like 10 different connections. Each one of those connections actually have been in my life in some way, in any way actually possible. They've been in my life. And I've actually utilized something that they've offered me. So they actually became relationship and connections, okay? That's what I want to tell you. You can literally have whatever you desire to be, but you need to become who you desire to be. You can't just, be that same couch potato and sitting there and not doing anything about your life, right? And still working that 9-to-5 job and think that you're going to make it somewhere. You're going to make what you want happen. It's one thing to think about something, okay? It's another thing to implement actions towards that something that you want, okay? So my desire in life is, I've always seen myself, even as a little kid, I've always seen myself in a business style setting. I've always wanted to own my own business. I've actually had a problem with authority, okay, in every single job that I've had, because I know that I should be the one giving orders, not taking orders from someone else. So I'm going to build my own dream, not build someone else's, okay? As soon as I decided to make that clear and conscious decision that I was going to be who I wanted to be, I was going to be that entrepreneur, that's when everything started changing for me, okay? Because I changed my mind. Everything runs on a frequency. It's like when you get on that frequency of what you actually want to be, you just start seeing everything from that world start just like coming down onto your shoulders and pounding you. Not in any, not in a weird way. I'm sorry, guys, not in a weird way. But what I mean by that is, it just like starts coming out of nowhere, and it starts hitting you like a ton of bricks, okay? And you start realizing it, and it's like, wow, everything that I've been thinking about, okay, I gave it a little time, and it actually started to manifest itself into reality. It's not crazy as you think. It's just, that is just how the world works. It's just like gravity, okay? If you take a rock, right, and you drop it out of your hand, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? No, it's going to go down. It's going to go down. It's going to hit the floor, okay, because there is gravity. It's the law of the universe that is gravity. It means that what goes up must come down, okay? What makes you think that the law of attraction is fake? If gravity is real, why is the law of attraction fake? It's a law of the universe, scientific law of the universe. You need to start thinking about this stuff, okay? The more that you start making your enhancements in your life, the more enhanced your life is going to get, okay? You just need to keep going toward your vision. And that's very important that you have a vision. If you do not have a vision, it would be very wise for you to take a step back before you do anything, right? Visualize, what do you want out of life? What do you want out of life? What do you want? Do you want to live in a mansion? Do you want to live in a compound? Do you want to live on a beach? Okay? Do you want to be in pursuit of a huge business? Do you want to be like Donald Trump? Who do you want to be like, and what do you want to have out of your life? And it needs to be very specific in your mind. Picture it, okay? And you need to go to sleep on that thought every single night. That should be the number one thought that's running through your head all the time, okay? Number one thought, okay? My number one thought is that when I actually start obtaining the success that I want to have, what I'm going to see is I'm going to see my mansion, okay, on a cliff somewhere, okay, surrounded by mountains. And in my backyard, I'm going to walk out there on my balcony, and I'm going to see this beautiful ocean in the tropics somewhere, okay? And I want to have, sitting in my garage, I want to have a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, and I want to have a couple of ATVs, because that's what I want to do. I want to have fun. I want to enjoy my life, okay? You have to be very specific as to what you really want. If you don't do that, you're going to have tons of problems. You're not going to quit your 9-to-5 job, and you're not going to do anything about your life, because you're making your life only worth what is actually happening now. And that's not true, okay? You need to get around that. You need to stop believing that there's no such thing as problems in life, because there really is no problems. It's just what you perceive them to be, okay? So I'm going to tell you a quick little summary on how I actually started implementing this in my life. And it actually happened in the workplace. And that's why I do like working. I like to get my hands dirty, okay? Because you can really test things out in your workplace. How good, you are with people, your skills, okay? What you're really made for will come from the actions that you give every single day and the way that you come off every single day to anybody. So I'm a server and I'm a painter during the day. I have 2 jobs because in this economy, I mean, you really, if you do work 9 to 5 jobs, it would be wise to have a second job. But I'm way beyond that. Every time that I go in to serve, okay, at night, I will bring a book with me, right? And I used to write down the number. I used to write down a number of what I wanted to make that night. And surprisingly, right, if I kept looking at it over and over again, keeping that thought consistent in my mind, at the end of the night, I was counting out that same dollar bill amount that I had written on my book, okay? And usually 99.9% of the time, I exceeded that goal because I was so consistent. I was overly consistent. Once I started seeing that, it just became, okay, it became ridiculous. Every day I was attracting something, okay? I was attracting people. I was attracting money. I was attracting, happiness. I actually even attracted my relationship. I went through the worst relationships in my life, okay? Maybe about 2.5 years ago. And I literally told myself when I was done with that relationship, I didn't even realize I did it. This is before I even knew what the law of attraction was. I told myself that I'm never going to get into a relationship with that again, okay? I wasn't going to get into such a bad relationship. I was going to make sure that I was going to go for the girl that I actually wanted. And what I wanted, what I actually seen in a girl that I would, potentially marry one day is they would have to be religious, okay? They would have to have morals. They would have to have at least less than 2 boyfriends in their whole life, okay? And they would have to be stunning. And I mean like a 10, okay? Because I noticed a trend of myself that I was going for girls that were not, they weren't up to par to what I wanted. They never worked out because it's not what I wanted, okay? Once I made that decision, believe it, 2 weeks later, that girl that I literally thought, that girl that I wanted to come into my life the whole time that I wanted it, actually just stepped in the picture. It was 2 weeks later. And for some reason, I was like really attracted to talking to this girl. I wanted to talk to her. And I got nervous for a second, but as soon as I started to talk to her, everything clicked. And our instant connection, I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm going to take this chance. I was like, I'm going to go for it. It ended up being the greatest relationship that I've had. And I've been with the girl since that day, okay? 2.5 years till now, okay? So that's what I'm telling you. It's like you need to make these decisions. If everything that you want is starting to happen in front of your face, are you going to take it or are you going to leave it? You have to take it because they're opportunities. The universe is giving you opportunities to make everything you want happen. And they might come off as something different. They might come off as like, someone may offer you tickets to like a Red Sox game. Say you don't want to go. Why don't you take a chance instead of saying no, right? And go. Because you may just attract, right, or have attracted something through that Red Sox game. Okay, you go to the Red Sox game and say you meet somebody, right, that is going to be crucial to your future. You never know. You never know. That's why I always keep an open mind as to what I want in life and all the opportunities that I get. If someone offers me something, I'm going to take it. Because I don't know if it's the right one unless I actually go and see for myself. Usually 99.9% of the time, it'll sound on the right track. Red Sox game is a little off, but it's still an opportunity to do something. Go enjoy yourself. But anyways, guys, thanks for checking out my channel. I'm going to come back in and I'm going to give you some crazy videos coming up soon. So keep an eye out for those. And thank you so much for watching. And good luck.